The journey, it's all about the journey. You can take people on a journey. Music is medicine. And I love ecstatic dance because it's a space where we've evolved past festival culture, being around substances and getting out of it. And people are dropping in via the music and by the community. I can't do without you. 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 Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rosie. Happy birthday to
On the bus. On the bus.
We're singing on the bus, we're singing on the bus. Yeah, we're singing out to the town near you. And you and all you too, and especially you.
And we're singing, yeah, we're singing. Singing on the bus. Yeah, we're singing on the bus. We're singing on the
Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Ecstatic Dance California bus tour. We are in Nevada City. We just left Sacramento yesterday and we're excited to have a new dance experience here in Nevada City with the Ecstatic Dance Nevada City crew.
Absolutely. It's really been interesting already just in 2 days to see the differences in each space, not only in the physical space, but kind of in the dancers that show up and how they relate to each other, how they move in the space. So I'm excited. Nevada City is going to be packed tonight. And we'll see the action as it unfolds. Hey, I want to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
They've asked you to do an invocation. And I'm wondering, in a short sort of description, what are you thinking about when you're setting a space? If you're going to do an invocation for an ecstatic dance, what kind of seems important to you?
That's a really good question, and I'm glad you're asking me because I need to be thinking about that because I'm going to do the invocation for this dance. Quickly, when I'm doing an invocation, I'm thinking about how I can help myself and help my community ground, center, and arrive more fully in the space and set a simple intention for themselves to have the kind of dance experience that they're looking to have in the context of the ecstatic dance. So something simple, concise, and inviting that helps people ground, center, and lock into an intention for their dance. Nice. Something simple as that. So it'll vary depending on where we are, what's going on before and after the invocation, and just how I'm feeling in the moment.
Thank you. You're really good at doing that, and so I always wondered kind of what was going through your mind and how you set that up.
Oh, thank you for the compliment. I just go with the flow of what's happening in the room. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be coming back with some more interviews, some more footage from the dance, and from some interviews from the organizers as well. So follow us. Oh, yeah. How can people find us online?
They can go to Instagram, which is #EcstaticDanceAdventures, Facebook group, Ecstatic Dance Adventures, YouTube channel, Ecstatic Dance Channel Official.
Okay, we love you. Thanks a lot.
We're going to dance. We're going to get sweaty now.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Ecstatic Dance California Bus Tour YouTube video experience. We're here, day 3 in Nevada City with Beam and Wendy, the organizers. We just had an amazing DJ set by Becca Dakini, and it was just absolutely delicious. Thank you guys so much for holding the space. So good. So I just want to know, how long have you guys been doing this dance? What inspired you to start? Like, what would you like to tell the community about Ecstatic Dance Nevada City and your journey as space holders and facilitators?
I could start with that one. We've been dancing 6 years here together in Nevada City. We started in Grass Valley, actually. There was 5 of us as facilitators at the time. And now here we are in Nevada City with Wendy and I. Sure, go for it, yeah.
Jill and I actually met at Harbin a long time ago, and our paths converged together here at the same time. And when we first came to town, there really wasn't a lot of dance happening. There was the 5 rhythms happening. Neither one of us were 5 rhythms instructors. I came out of a 5 rhythms background, loved 5 rhythms. So the 5 of us decided to start something of our own, and all of us had migrated from the Bay Area. A lot of us had danced at the Sweat Your Prayers in Sausalito, also at the Ecstatic Dance in Oakland, and we wanted to create something else here for ourselves and for our town.
So what do you see for the future for ecstatic and conscious dance in general? But we're all in the ecstatic sort of flavor. What do you see for the future? What would be the highest possible good for all of this as it evolves?
One of the visions that I would love to see is people dancing on the beach and dancing on the streets and just really taking the practice everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I think moving. It seems like the East and West Coast have a large population of this dance. So to move that information in, just to move it in and awaken the possibility that people can feel free in their bodies in a space in this container, and then like Beam said, then they can take it out into their lives. They can begin to feel more comfortable wherever they are.
So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my soul for this experience. It was so good. So good to be here. If anyone is out there and thinking of coming to Ecstatic Dance, come to Nevada City. They're holding it all the way down. Come. How did you get into Ecstatic Dance? What brings you here are you doing a tour? What brought you into Ecstatic Dance, and what do you like about DJing for Ecstatic Dance?
Sure. I've been playing Ecstatic Dance for about 5 years now, but I've been DJing for 16 years. I'm a facilitator of ceremony in many different modalities, and also a holistic therapist and a psychologist. So I take holding a container seriously when it comes to music, I guess, and dance floors. My intention is to kind of recreate the sacred on the dance floor, which means like holding a temple space. And I really think that's about intention. Jonathan Goldman, he says that frequency and intention equals healing. And I really believe that. So it's like when I'm playing, I'm really focusing upon holding that space as a container for people to really let go through sound and kind of transcend their ego and themselves through their movement. And that's, the journey. It's all about the journey. You can take people on a journey. Music is medicine. And I love Ecstatic Dance because it's a space where we've evolved past festival culture, being around substances and getting out of it. And people are dropping in via the music and via the community. So it's like it's a very powerful thing, and the community keeps growing globally. I play all over America. I'm doing a tour right now for a month, and I'm here probably 6 months of the year touring all throughout the Ecstatic Dance circuit, as well as the larger festivals. And I also play all over Australia and Bali as well, and Costa Rica. And there's really big Ecstatic Dance networks growing everywhere. So I'm excited to see what comes from this movement, because it really is a movement. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Well said, as are we. Thank you. Daniel?
Yeah, thank you so much for that description and your eloquence in speaking. We talked a little bit about this before coming on camera. I am very much into talking about the things that don't get talked about enough during this tour. So we're bringing up diversity, inclusivity issues as much as we can. And you are, in my opinion, a rarity in the ecstatic dance scene, and I'm hoping that's going to shift. Female DJs. In your experience of being on the circuit, and you have been all over the world doing ecstatic dance, what would you say is the current proportion, just a guess, like male to female? How do you feel about all that? And is it an issue, or am I just kind of making something out of nothing?
The proportion is probably, I'm trying to think. There are very few female DJs which are playing in the ecstatic dance circuit. There are some fantastic ones though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there is definitely more men than women playing at the moment. I think it's just in general, it seems to have been a cultural thing in the music industry, which the ecstatic dance network and world has kind of come out of, that it's been male dominated when it comes to musicians. To have a drive to actually succeed as an artist, you have to have balls.
Or ovaries.
Or ovaries.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, I see myself as kind of a pretty good balance of masculine and feminine. And
Right, yeah.
I had the ability to push myself forward as an artist. A lot of females don't have that same drive, and I'm noticing that in the industry. It's the strong ones that know how to push forward, like a lot of men do, that actually make it. And it's sad, but it's true. So unless you really know how to actually make your way in the industry, it's not an easy place to end up. I wish it was different, but it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I love your just frank description of it.
Yeah.
So you sort of said it, but just for the benefit of the succinct, what advice would you give then to a woman who feels really called to offer a sacred space musically? Because I think it is important to be balanced within myself and also within it as a community. Yeah. So let's bring some balance into the number of male and female DJs in terms of her actual physical gender. Yeah. What advice would you give to a woman? Like, how could she step up her game, and what specifically would she do to balance things out and be part of this?
I would say the greatest advice I could give is to start recording your sets, put them online on SoundCloud, put them online on Mixcloud, get your mixes out into the world so people know who you are. That's how I became quite known. My mixes have gone viral from being online. Beautiful. But also start doing your own events. If you put yourself under the noses of promoters, particularly Ecstatic Dance, and they don't respond because it's busy or booked out, start doing your own and make your own events and start creating your own containers. And people will start going, and people will start knowing who you are. And more than anything, if you've got a passion, follow it. And if you really love what you do, people will take notice. Yeah. I think that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
We're here with some of our final interviews for the night at Ecstatic Dance Nevada City, and I'm just sort of noticing there's a theme here tonight: women in the ecstatic dance community. So we have two powerful, beautiful women here. I'll let them introduce themselves and take it from here.
I'm Alicia. I live in Reno.
You were looking to start a dance in Reno, am I right?
True.
I want to hear a little bit as succinctly as you can, but I want to hear just, here's why I'm doing it, and here's what it's like to be a woman starting a dance.
So I'm starting Ecstatic Dance in Reno because I believe that more people need to experience the power of this medicine, this dance. And as a woman creating the dance and the movement, I feel like, bring it on, baby. We got the power, we got the womb to bring the space and hold it for people in our community and for our lovers and friends and all of the above. So let's come together and dance.
Yeah, girl.
Okay, I would like you to introduce yourself to the community and let them know who you are.
All right. Hi, y'all. My name's Eva. I go by Leapin' Ligris. And I'm an ecstatic dance DJ. I love playing for ecstatic dances because people are conscious and sober, and they're getting really high on the music. Like, we're co-creating an experience in a very alive and awake way. And it can be terrifying kind of at first to be like, wow, we're in broad daylight and sober. And people walk in, they're like, oh, everybody's sweaty. I don't know about this. But then you try it, and the thing is like everybody is a dancer. Like, all you got to do is let the music move you, And you can look as silly or as goofy, or you can be like angry as long as you're not screaming or hurting anybody. You can be sad. You can be however you're feeling in this environment. And like, I'm as a DJ, I'm like feeling that energy and like giving it, hopefully giving it back, and we're co-creating this symbiotic relationship. Do you want to ask me a question?
Yes. Will you come DJ in Reno for us?
Hell yes! I totally will.
I can't